country, conducting lawful routine maritime patrol.
Defense pacts dominate the Marcos-Bedin meeting. Defense and security will be primary priorities when President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. meets with U.S. Vice President Joe Biden next week in Washington. Teresita Daza, a spokesman for the Department of Foreign Affairs, DFA, stated that discussions on security and defense are a given because the two countries are long-standing military partners. Because the Philippines and the United States have major interests in the South China Sea, the two leaders are expected to discuss the decades-old Mutual Defense Treaty, MDT, and the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, EDCA. Manila has been embroiled in a territorial dispute with Beijing, while Washington has chastised China for making sweeping claims over the critical waterway. We expect him, Marcos, to rely on the United States to support Philippine efforts to uphold international law and promote sustainable development of marine resources. Marcos will almost certainly want clarification on the MDT, considering Biden's recent statement that the defense treaty should evolve. Daza stated that the DFA has yet to hear word on what kind of adjustments Marcos would like to make to the treaty, and whether the changes will center on maritime issues between the Philippines and China. What is clear is that the president would promote Philippine interests and express his desire for the South China Sea and West Philippine Sea to be areas of peace, security, stability, and prosperity, according to Daza. And if there are intrusions, we take the necessary actions, she said, referring to a near collision between a Philippine Coast Guard, PCG, ship and a Chinese Coast Guard ship last year off the Spratlys Islands. Daza stated that Manila will take appropriate diplomatic action, although he did not clarify whether the DFA had lodged a diplomatic protest or used its direct contact line with Beijing to address the matter. Diplomatic action is still being pursued. The president will emphasize what we want the waters to be in terms of the South China Sea, she said. Marcos will be in the United States from April 30th to May 4th. Then, from May 10th to 11th, he will join the other leaders of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, at the Regional Bloc's 42nd Summit in Labuan Bajo, Indonesia.